And welcome back to Let's Play Shin Megami Tensei, Devil Survivor Overclocked. For the very last time, we are back on day 7 at the decision point, where we decide which ending route we're gonna go. And this time around, we're taking Yuzu's route. Yuzu's route is the wildcard ending of Devil Survivor. It is the only ending that is available regardless of anything that you do. In-universe, there is very little reason to pick this ending if you have another option available to you, particularly if you've unlocked Amane and Nalia's route. It is made abundantly clear that what Yuzu wants to do is a bad idea, but it's always available just in the off chance that you somehow didn't qualify for any of the endings in the game, which is incredibly unlikely. But if you do fail to qualify for any of the endings in the game, Loki actually does have some dialogue acknowledging the fact that you screwed up enough that you only really have one choice to escape the lockdown, which can only happen if you fail to save Haru and Keisuke. With that being said, let's get Yuzu's ending underway.
Hey, we only have one day left, you know? At 1800 tomorrow, what can we do? Is there any other way out but death? I don't want to die. Hey, what would happen if we broke through the lockdown and escaped? Do you really think that will happen? I mean, once we're out, there will be no reason to hide the existence of demons. The lockdown will be meaningless then. Would they still use the final option? I don't think that even the angels would do something that pointless.
I'm against that idea. It's way too dangerous.
But the time limit's gonna end tomorrow and we'll all die. Are you all fine with that?
I don't want that to happen. We did everything we could for the past week.
And even now, we don't know anything for sure. We don't even know if we'll survive. Escaping the lockdown is better than dying in the street.
Ugh, Yuzu.
So let's get out of the lockdown first. Make sure we survive, then we can find a way to deal with the demons. I just don't want to die. Let's get out of here, okay?
Okay, so in Yuzu's route, she ignores any character development she may have had, and ignores everything we've learned up until this point, and just wants to escape to save her own skin. You know what? That sounds like a bang-up idea to me, Yuzu.
Really?
Hey, wait! To get out, you know we'll have to fight the SDF and the Angels, right?
It's better than dying. I mean, they started the lockdown in the first place.
If we fight the SDF, we'll be fighting the government. We'll be criminals at best.
I don't want to do this either. But if they're going to kill us anyway, what are we supposed to do? I don't want you and Atsuro to die. I can't let it happen.
Yuzu. Thanks, but we all feel that way. Even then, aren't we the only ones with a chance of changing this situation? Can't we do more than run away? Are you sure you want to abandon everything we fought for and run for the hills? Oh, you too? Man, are you really okay with this?
No, there's no way we can do it. You're putting everyone in the Yamanote Circle in danger.
I can't agree to this either. If the final option happens, the blood is on our hands.
Are you saying you're okay with us all dying if time runs out?
Oh, I'm getting all confused. I can't think straight right now.
She's right. Let's all calm down and talk about this tomorrow, okay?
Wait, Keisuke, I'm coming too.
Well, that was bound to happen.
I'm sorry for being selfish, but I don't want everyone to die. If any of us dies here, all our work will have been for nothing.
In any case, if we're going to escape, it'd be good if we could limit any casualties.
Right. We can't go around recklessly hurting people either. Let's look around and make sure we get out of here with as little fighting as we can.
And thus we hatch our plot to make a grand escape. Keisuke and Midori go AWOL on us, but unlike Naoya and Kaido's route, this is actually temporary. We can get them back if we so desire, and we kinda desire. We could really use the assistance with our plan. But that's neither here nor there. Now, we haven't had any luck making an escape from the lockdown up until this point. The one time we had an opening, it did not go so well for us. So what exactly are we going to do to get out of here? Well, let's see if we can't cook something up.
Morning. Morning, Atsuro.
Oh, good morning.
Hey, Midori and Keisuke. Did you two think about what I said yesterday?
Yeah. We talked it over with each other, but we decided to go our separate ways from you guys after all.
What?
Sorry. We understand why you're doing it. I'm scared to die too. But even though we only have a little time left, we want to use it as best we can. If it turns out there's nothing more we can do, maybe we'll reconsider.
I see.
Take care, everyone. I'll keep my fingers crossed that you make it out of the lockdown.
Uh-huh. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Well, this is it. I bet we'll have to fight the SDF when we escape. Even if we survive, we'll be criminals. Honestly, I'm not looking forward to it.
There's no way around it, and it's better than doing nothing and getting killed.
Wow, that's so manly of you, Miss Yuhu. I can barely keep up.
What did you say, Atsuro?
Yikes! Hey, wait a sec. I was just kidding. You know, I thought a little comic relief would be nice to break the tension.
If you're lying...
Yeesh, she's scary. Come on, let's get going. What should be first on the agenda? Yeah, someplace we can break through the blockade. Let's do that first thing.
We have until 1800, but there's no time to waste. Let's get a move on.
I am always so glad that Atsuro is able to rally his spirits, regardless of what path we decide to take when addressing the lockdown. Now, Yuzu's story is a bit different than the other ones we've seen up to this point. We do not do anything involving the Devas, we do not fight Beelzebul, Jezebel, Belbereth, none of that junk. Instead, we spend the entire day looking for weaknesses in the blockade. As a matter of fact, there are only 2 mandatory fights in Yuzu's Day 7, so this day gets right down to brass tacks. But before we get to checking out the lockdown, it seems that Kaido is doing something. Let's check out what he's up to.
Yo, it's you guys. We're all gonna die today, huh? What are you gonna do about it? Oh yeah, that reminds me. You guys seen Honda at all?
Honda? Are you looking for him?
Yeah, guy's been gone since yesterday. I mean, not like I care, but I wondered if he was okay.
Gotcha.
Huh. Now that's interesting. You, dealing me in on a scheme.
Quit being a creep and listen to us. We're thinking of getting out of here. You want to come with us?
I'll pass. From here on out, I'm strictly a lone wolf.
Then, what are you going to do?
You're one nosy girl. I don't think now's the time to worry about other people. It'll work out somehow. I ain't just gonna roll over and die, you know?
Yeah. Good luck to you too, Kaido. Don't do anything too crazy, okay?
That Kaido, what's he going to do all by himself? Whatever happened in the past, we should be working together right now to survive.
Very carefully writing that scene to account for whether or not Keisuke is alive, but that's neither here nor there. Now, like I said, all we can do at this point is check the blockades at various locations and see if we can't cook up a weakness for this.
Ueno looks exactly as it did after the battle yesterday.
There are few self-defense force troops here, but there are angels instead. It's better than having to fight the SDF, but still. Let's keep looking, okay? Now, let's see what the SDF guards along the barricades are doing. I'll take a quick peek first. You guys wait here.
Watch yourself, Atsuro. Today's the day of the final option. I hope the guards are all busy with that. If there was no one left, we wouldn't have to fight. Am I being too optimistic here? Hoping we can do this without fighting the SDF?
I'm back. This would be a real bad spot. The self-defense force is everywhere.
I had a feeling they would be. Well, nothing we can do about it. Let's try somewhere else. Aren't there a lot of side roads and alleys here in Akihabara? This might be good.
Sorry to burst your bubble, but I just saw a sniper team up on the tracks. Both the Yamanote and Sobu lines pass through here. We'd be sitting ducks.
Ugh, scratch another spot off the list.
Well, don't give up yet. There's other places to look. Let's see. Tokyo Station is... completely out of the question. It's impossible.
Can't they leave a tiny little space open?
Who are you getting angry at? Come on, let's check out the other places. This spot won't work. It would have been perfect since I know it so well.
But there aren't that many SDF troops. Think we can do it if we get near the station?
I don't know. Let's check out other places before we decide.
I thought we might be able to get through here. Guess I was wrong.
Yeah, the barricade here is no different from the other ones. I'd rather break through the barricades in Shibuya than here.
Yeah, let's see what it's like in other places, too.
There are soldiers here, but there's a bunch of regular people too.
If we fight here, innocent people will get hurt.
We could cause a panic and hide among the people, but that doesn't seem right. Oh well, let's check out some other places.
Boy, it sure is a good thing this route hasn't experienced an arbitrary time cut to the deadline, or else we'd have been completely screwed right now. But fortunately, not something we have to worry about. One last place to check out, the Akasaka Tunnel. Maybe we can get Izuna to cut us some slack here?
Akasaka Tunnel, huh? So your plans to reach the subway and head for the surface?
God? I take that back. Whoever else is listening, please don't let Izuna be there.
To tell the truth, I doubt they'd have left, but we might as well check it out.
You guys, what brings you here?
She was here after all.
I'm guessing you wouldn't have come if you'd made any progress.
Today's the deadline, right? Did you come up with anything since last time?
Unfortunately.
So, like you said.
The plan is still to exercise the final option at 1800. If only we had more sway. I'm sorry. But my orders are clear. I hate to do this to you, but I won't let anyone pass.
You're prepared to die here, aren't you?
I volunteered for this mission with that understanding, yes. After becoming a demon tamer, I've seen for myself the magnitude of this power. It can't be allowed outside the lockdown.
You're right. Let's go, guys. Izuna, try and stay safe. It's clear Izuna and her team aren't going to let anyone out of the lockdown.
Yeah.
But if we don't get out of the lockdown by 1800, we're going to die too. If we're going to force our way through, better not take on someone who's ready to die. It'd be easier to fight the SDF troops on the surface. At least we don't know them. But where? I know how you feel, but it's about time we made a decision.
Looks like we have no choice but to fight the SDF. We have to kill people.
I want to avoid it if it's at all possible, but I don't think we have that luxury now. If we don't kill them, we die. Best case, the SDF guys will run if they get really hurt.
To be honest, I'm not really sure why we can't just fight Izuna. It's her 1 to our 3, and if we jump her before she can draw her gun, then we can just break through her. But I'm guessing they just are taking this a little too personally. Come on, you can't let feelings get in the way of a grand escape now, can ya? But honestly, I don't know why they're so indecisive about it. It's not like they know her that well.
You're here. And I see the other two are with you. Just as I planned.
Naoya? What are you doing here?
Are you that surprised? I've been waiting for you. Well then, today's the last day of your lives. How are you going to spend it? Cat got your tongue, Atsuro? Then I'll ask him. What are you going to do? So you've made up your mind to fight the self-defense force, hmm? How about it?
That's right. I mean, there's no other way now. It's our only choice.
That's right. To carry out one's beliefs, resolve, and conviction are necessary. Sometimes it's painful. There are things on that path that you cannot avoid. I see. You've learned much in the last 7 days. I'm quite pleased with your answer. Now, last question. Do you want my help? Good. Recognizing potential in others is its own kind of strength. Knowing you, your plan goes no further than attacking the weakest part of the blockade. Well, it won't be enough. You'll be surrounded within minutes by reserve units from nearby stations. To say nothing of the horde of angels. Then what?
So, what are we supposed to do? If you don't like our plan, give us a better one.
I'll create a diversion while you escape. We'll split up their forces.
A diversion? That actually might work.
But one diversion won't be enough. Bring at least one more person to use as bait. If they're strong enough, they can get out too. How about it? There's no downside, is there? Already have a candidate in mind, do you? Good, good. Come back here at 16:30. Tell your accomplice to be here then too.
Huh? Are you going somewhere?
Ha! Don't you plan to prepare at all? I'm a perfectionist. I'll be out mitigating risks. Don't worry, I'll be back in time for the fireworks.
Wow, I never dreamed he'd agree to cooperate with us.
Yeah, there's no one I'd rather have on my side than him. Jeez, you chicken or something? Just like Naoya said himself, what does he have to gain from lying to us now? Plus, this is Naoya we're talking about here. His plan is our best bet for survival. I know you want to be careful, but there's no time. Let's do this, all right?
Come on, let's hurry and go find someone. The whole plan depends on it.
Yeah, I'm with you. Let's go.
Not really what I was implying when I said that, Atsuro, but whatever, you can think what you want to think. Anyways, in a surprise turn of events, it seems that Naoya actually is going to be our savior in this situation. Seems like he realizes that the Overlord plot is a no-go. We are well and set on doing the escape from the lockdown. But I do suspect that he has something to gain from this, and that's why he's not going to bother convincing us to go along with the Overlord plot. Of course, in a route where Haru, or a version of the game where Haru had died, he'd probably know that the Overlord plot was already a no-go, so that might be the reason why he helps you. This ending route really does just kind of assume that Haru and Keisuke and whoever are just kind of dead and you screwed up everything. But of course, we do have Keisuke here. Speaking of which...
Oh, hello everyone. I'm glad to see you safe.
Keisuke.
But I've already left your group once.
Keisuke, there's no time left for indecision. What more can you do?
True. There doesn't seem to be much. The final option will likely be exercised at 1800. I wanted to save everyone, but at this rate, I'm just waiting for death to come. A diversionary attack. That's your idea, huh? But what about everyone else?
That's right. If we get out of here, there won't be any more reason for the lockdown. Then the government might not use the final option at all.
All right. perhaps it's the right thing to do. Would you let me join you?
No problem, Keisuke, although he's not going to see any fielding. Speaking of people not going to see any fielding...
Oh! Midori! Did you run into any trouble after you left?
No, I'm okay.
Good. I'm glad to hear that.
But...
Come on, Midori. Won't you reconsider?
Oh...
The deadline's getting closer. If we don't do something, we're all going to die.
Yeah, I know, but...
Well, we're gathering people right now for a run at the barricade in several places.
Several places? Whoa! So that's your plan?
You should stay with us. In times like this, we should help each other.
Right! We made it this far together after all. Let's keep working together and get through this alive.
Okay! But try not to do much that goes away from the path of justice.
We're all back together again. Let's do this.
That's right. If we're going to do this, we have to make sure we survive.
Alright, we now have a full company that will allow us to make a successful run on our section of the blockade, and hopefully we'll be able to break it. But we still need some additional firepower to lead a diversionary attack, and I think I know just the guy for this.
Man, you guys got some time to kill or what? You sure act like you're on top of things. Huh? What'd you just say?
Basically, we'd like you to create a diversion so we can break through the blockade.
A diversion? You want to use me as bait?
Not exactly. We want to attack on multiple fronts. If you're strong enough, you can probably get out alive. You are strong, right, Kaido?
Ha! Who the hell do you think you're talking to? Sounds like fun. I'm in.
Be at Sunset Boulevard in Ikebukuro at 16:30. A guy named Naoya will be waiting there. He's his cousin. We'll explain the details to you later.
Sunset Boulevard, huh? I'll go on ahead. See you there.
And in the weakest attempt at reverse psychology ever, Atsuro has successfully recruited Kaido to our cause. But, I see Jin's over here. Obviously, Jin would not be here if you let him die on day 6, but we did not do that, so he is here for us.
Yo, have you been?
Physically, we're okay. Mentally, we're pretty fried. What about you, Jin?
Well, today seems to be Judgment Day. I'll just sit back and take it easy. You're escaping? Are you planning to break through the lockdown? Look, don't do it.
But we're going to die if we stay. You should come with us, too.
Well, I won't stop you. But I'm staying here.
Jin.
What if I do leave? All that's waiting is a boring, ordinary life. I'm tired. Let me get a good rest for once. Plus, have you thought about why the lockdown is in place? The government factored in all the casualties and losses and went ahead with it anyway. It's that dangerous. What would happen if people were to break through? All right, off with you. You see things your own way. Adults after all, aren't you? I'm gonna have a little nap at my place and then... yeah, I think I'll open the bar. Come by if you have time to spare. I'll treat you to some veggie juice.
He clearly doesn't intend to leave. Let's go.
Jin's a lot more of a fatalist than I ever would have realized, but at 1600 hours, just before Naoya's plan goes into effect, looks like our mysterious benefactor from day 3 has just a little bit more to say. I'm acting like we haven't been revealed who this guy is several times over. Whatever, we'll get revealed again, so try to act shocked, okay?
Hello there. I was looking for you. You have a scheme in motion, am I right? You weak children. You shy away from the truth and refuse to explore your own potential. Just because you missed your chance, You avert your eyes and run away. You'll be fighting the SDF to save your own necks, right? Not very noble sounding,
That's ridiculous. It's not like we didn't try as hard as we could. Who on earth are you? Don't talk like you know everything about us.
Who am I? Who cares? In a moment, it won't matter.
Be careful. Something seems different about him.
I'm disappointed in you all. I thought I'd enjoy this more. Watching you keep going on like this will only piss me off more. Just die already. I had the highest expectations for you. You really let me down.
Expectations for him? Who are you anyway?
Do you even know how much I've been helping you out? I told you Belder's weakness. And I warned you about the battle with Belial, didn't I? But enough about that. I'm just saying, you had me really excited. Yet you chose to run from both your power and your destiny like a scared dog. I'm upset beyond words. This'll be your punishment for running from the power of Bel.
You aren't human, are you?
Correct. A little slow on the uptake there, aren't ya?
This is my true form. I wonder if I'll have more fun this way.
So you were a demon after all. I could tell you knew too much to be human.
Congrats, Sherlock! You solved the mystery. Too bad I don't care anymore. You can all die. So yes, Loki reveals himself prematurely in Yuzu's ending, and this fight is another way to unlock him, provided you have not done so already. Now, I'm not going to bother deploying Keisuke and Midori, because they really aren't going to be able to contribute much to fights, and I'm actually not going to beeline for beating this fight immediately. That is because there is a little bit of a... Do you want me to tell you why this happened? It's because you had the power to change the world, but you threw it away. You know what I'm talking about, right, Cullen? Or should I call you Abel? Yeah, we're not going to get any follow-up on that, but I'm actually going to sandbag a little bit on this fight, because there is a gimmick to it that only kicks in if you take on a few of these demons and don't attack Loki immediately. Of course, if you want to, you can just completely dumpster Loki and call it a fight. It's a good thing I got this Garuda here who has access to Megidolaun. Oh, whoops. Actually, okay, so Shield All actually overwrites Fizz Repel. That's actually kind of interesting. Whatever. We're not going to be seeing all of these demons get killed. Just a good chunk of them. So let's have Yuzu head over here. Can she hit that guy? Yes. And it should just be after a little bit of cleaning up some of these demons that Loki will make his move for this fight. No problem with that one. Obviously no problem with that one. This is by far the easiest route in the game. The level of the enemies you fight up against never gets to quite the same heights as it does in other routes available to you. Now the real fun begins. Can you tell which one's the real me?
Whoa, why are there so many of him?
So yes, of course, Loki, as the trickster god, pulls a little bit of trickery, and he multiplies himself. Now, one of these Lokis is the real Loki, and when you kill him, the battle will end immediately. It is entirely possible for the first Loki that you fight, and thusly the fight will end immediately if you kill him, which is actually kind of annoying because in Yuzu's route, this is Sir Loki. There's no time for your tricks. Well, if you're here, you might as well play too. Very well. We'll dispose of them quickly so you can return to the demon realm. But Loki, he can actually be...
I can't believe you were following us around. You're such a pervert.
You think you're pretty hot, don't you? I don't care about you. My love is for Cullen. Oh my. Well, that's neither here nor there. I'm not gonna think too hard about that. But yes, we are up against Loki here. As you can see, he is resistant to everything, so just hit him with the best stuff you got. If you're lucky, maybe the first one you take out will be the real one, and this fight will end immediately. But that can also be a bad thing, because in Yuzu's route, this fight is your first opportunity to cast crack Medea Rahan, and if you happen to kill... Oh, yep, that was the real one. If you happen to kill Loki immediately before you get a chance to crack that skill, you lose out on it, which is really obnoxious. Well, well, you're not even fully awake yet, Abel. Such a waste. If you're planning on busting out of this place, be wary. The angels are waiting. Well, it's not how I would have wanted it, but if you fight God, that should be fun too. Just work harder this time, okay? I'll always be with you. Ew. Gonna need to take a shower after this one.
That guy, was his name Loki? So he was a demon after all. No wonder he knew so much. Jeez, what a freak.
Yeah, that bastard got its kicks by watching us suffer without a clue. And then it goes and says it's disappointed in us? Damn it, I hate being mocked like that.
Agonizing over the past won't do us any good. Right now, we need to be thinking about how to escape this lockdown.
Yeah, let's hurry and meet up with Naya to plan our escape.
Sounds like a winning idea, my friends. Alright, with that battle taken care of, Naya is waiting for us at Ikebukuro, punctual as always.
Yo, you're here. I'm all set to go. Huh? You don't look so good. What's wrong? One thing after another, huh? Well, at least you made it here safe.
Is everyone here? Then it's time to assign roles. I've already talked to Kaido. He and I will each be acting on our own. The rest go with him. The 3 teams will strike at their designated locations. The assignments will be based on the amount of resistance expected and other criteria.
So we'll be attacking 3 places at once? Have they been decided yet?
What do you take me for? I've already looked into that. You just do what you're told.
Thought so. I was a little worried for a sec.
In 30 minutes at 1700, we'll attack 1 point to the east and 2 points to the west. Our targets are Ueno, Shibuya, and Shinjuku, though that last is purely a diversion. Don't worry, I'll be handling Shinjuku myself.
You? But then we'll be leaving you to die.
That's not my plan. I'll just overload multiple comps and let the demons play.
Overload them? Is that really gonna work?
No need to worry. If we ever get a chance, I'll show you all as well.
But Naoya, why is Shinjuku only a diversion? Is it that hard to break through there?
No, it's very possible. However, Shinjuku is the central point of the plan. That's where we buy some time for the others. I'll initiate a widespread attack to draw all the reserve troops outside the lockdown. If it works, the other points won't get much backup, evening the odds for the other teams.
I see. Shinjuku has lots of places where someone could break through. If all those places are hit at once, they'll be forced to call for backup.
There's one more reason why I'll be handling the diversion in Shinjuku. Many SDF troops are stationed there, but Ueno and Shibuya have only angels. Wouldn't you rather fight them than the humans of the SDF?
Oh, really? That's a relief. I really didn't want to hurt any of the SDF guys if we didn't have to.
Works out for you then. As for me, I'll have more fun taking on humans than angels. The angels are responsible for this lockdown. Get as much revenge on them as you want.
This is all their fault. I won't forgive them. Let me at those angels.
Gladly. Rip them to shreds and tear out the souls. Take your anger out on them. Now, as for Shibuya and Ueno, we need to decide which team will go where.
Dibs on Ueno. I went to have a quick look, and I can take that place solo. I was getting sick and tired of Shibuya anyways.
A wise decision. Yesterday's battle has made Ueno an ideal place to strike. Even a small force will have a good chance of escape once the angels are dealt with.
Then we get Shibuya. But isn't it still kind of dangerous for Naoya to take Shinjuku alone?
You're too soft, Atsuro. Other people are nothing more than tools. Use them when it's in your interest to, and discard them when they're no longer needed. Don't worry about me. If either of your teams breaks through, the lockdown line will fall. I'll make my decision to press on a retreat based on the situation then.
All right. So all our lives depend on the other guys. There's no way we can betray each other, so I can fight without worrying about it.
You catch on fast. Ueno is far from Shinjuku and Shibuya, so time your attack carefully. All we need is to start the 3 attacks simultaneously. After that, you can run wild. They'll fear a 4th and a 5th strike, so they won't commit too many troops. Without backup, the front line will lose patience and make mistakes. By the time they realize they've been had, it'll be too late.
Oh, you're no ordinary guy, huh? Too many guys like you in this lockdown, you ask me.
I could say the same for you, Kaido. You're intriguing in your own way.
Thanks. All right, time to go see what these angels are made of. Hey, and you guys too. A lot of stuff happened, but you weren't half bad. Let's do this right and meet again.
Now then, a word of advice about Shibuya. Don't try to break through at the station. Go through the overpass near Miyashita Park and use the area by the Electric Museum. You'd be at risk in an open area. There, you'll rob them of their maneuverability.
Okay, we'll break through at the spot just before the Electric Museum.
Don't die on me. I've sunk pretty far if I made you worry about me. Best of luck out there.
If we can break through, this lockdown will serve no purpose anymore. There's a chance that the rest of the people in the Yamanote Circle will survive.
I'm starting to get really nervous.
All right, this is going to be the final battle. Let's go, everyone.
Kaido is just so prone to forming bromances with people, and now he tries to teach us a little bit more about sociopathy, but that's neither here nor there. We're heading to Shibuya at the Electric Museum. If you recall correctly, at the start of the game, this is where we got into our very first battle, so we've come full circle. Not exactly in a good way, but, you know, full circle. So let's get this final battle underway, and yes, this really is the final battle. Just the battle with Loki, and then this mission here. Out of universe, we're kind of speedrunning to the conclusion, although, funnily enough, in universe, this plan takes the most amount of time to enact.
It's just like Naoya said. We might be able to reach the Electric Museum from here.
It all comes down to this. Let's hurry, guys.
Yeah, the success of this plan depends on us hitting all 3 locations at once. If we don't start exactly on time, we won't be able to show our faces to Kaido and Naoya.
I wanted to stand up for what's right, but I wasn't strong enough on my own. And I went through a lot to survive this week. I can't die now. That's why I'm gonna go with you guys.
Now's not the time to worry about good or evil. We need to survive, that's all.
Right. Let's make it through this alive and go home. There they are. They must be the angels.
Humans, what business do you have here? Leave this place at once. If you dare come nearer, you will be executed as defilers of God. So you will not withdraw? Then we shall eliminate you by force. Prepare yourselves!
We're in trouble if we don't break through here fast. Even if we get out, we're too close to the railroads. The final option will get us too. The UEM field is like a microwave. We gotta get as far away as possible.
We won't let you escape. Demons and demon tamers alike will all die here. And the final battle begins. Our final bosses for this route are Anael, and Sariel. So, not exactly the most interesting guys. These are the guys that we slaughtered before entering the Hills building in Naoya's route. Bit disappointing to see a recycled boss, but this is actually not really that much of a difficult fight, all truth be told. Not gonna bother deploying Keisuke or Midori because they've just been completely unequipped of skills. Let me see, do I have a spare Garuda here? I didn't get one in this route. Well, that is okay. We should be fine with what we got here. I'm going to pull out... we'll pull out Remiel. Just want to quickly give Yuzu a little bit more attack power here if I can manage it. I think... yeah, Debilitate should be fine. And with that, let's get this battle underway. Yuzu is going to hold position for a very particular reason. You can probably expect that some reinforcements are going to come here. For our part, we're just going to rush the front line and get right to work on cutting these guys to shreds. So, let's get to work taking out some of these angels. Clip a few wings here. Yeah, these guys just do not stand any kind of chance against us. And like I said, this is by far the easiest route in the game. Foolish humans. The final resolution has been made. God will destroy Tokyo.
Damn it! So that's how it's gonna be after all.
Well, you already knew that, Atsuro. Anyways, Sariel and Anael use their signature move, oh, I already missed that. What was it? Purifying Light? Well, whatever. It's an MP attack. This can actually make this fight pretty dangerous in its own way if you do not resist curse-type damage.
What the? My strength is being drained.
You can easily find yourself being completely drained of MP if you do not have any way to restore it. And remember, you are not getting skills like Anti-All in this route, so you only have so many curse resistance passives to get around. And it's stuff like this that makes those passives so important to have. Alright, so Sariel has Tetrakarn, but there's just no way he can stand up to the raw agility of Garuda, so I'm not concerned about getting my stuff reflected at me. Even if he does set it up, it's just gonna be one hit bounce back at Garuda. He can handle that. He's a resilient guy. Alright, get prepared, Sariel. Yeah, he just completely folds. Alright, that's one down. What power? Why couldn't you use it for God's bidding? Sariel, leave the rest to me and the others.
How foolish. Remiel spoke the truth. I didn't expect you to try and break through. Man's sins must be judged by man. That's what I promised Remiel. You won't escape.
All I can do to protect this country is keep anyone from escaping. So, you all must die here.
Amane and Izuna too?
And this is why, honestly, we really should have just fought Izuna when we had the opportunity, because she just shows up to take us out anyway, so much for avoiding that conflict. Anael, he's gonna go for it, but this guy, I mean, he doesn't even have Tetrakarn, so even if he had a chance to go first, he's just gonna fare even worse than Sariel did. Alright, this is one set of angels down, one set of wings thoroughly clipped. Bit sad that we have to fight against Amane in this route, though. We've gotten along with her so well up to this point. I'm actually gonna keep Megidolon on this one. This cannot be! I've been defeated by a mere human? Such power. Oh Lord, please forgive me. Alright, but we do need to actually finish off Izuna and Amane. You are not able to escape upon the defeat of Sariel and Anael. Now, they're not really going to get a chance to demonstrate it too much, but, well, Amane isn't, but Amane's main gimmick in this battle is that she has a load of MP, and she has Sama Rakarn. She can endlessly res up these angel formations that we kill, so you gotta be mindful of that. And it's another thing where if you're constantly having your MP attacked and you have no way to restore it or no way to mitigate that incoming damage, you can easily find yourself overwhelmed by the swarms of forces that are just coming from Amane. Fortunately, it is actually possible to get rid of her MP. Now, one thing to note about Izuna, and this is something that her playable variant certainly does not have access to, but Izuna can attack from a range. I forget what her range is. I believe she can attack up to 3 spaces away. Oh no, wait, that's because of Ariak, I think. Yeah, whatever.
It's unfortunate, but this is my mission. I can't let anyone escape the lockdown.
Well, you've just bet on the wrong horse, Azuna. You know, honestly, you probably should have come with us. She's gonna debilitate us, but that doesn't really do anything to us because we are magic focused and it doesn't lower your attack power. Let's just give her the workover with our various almighty spells. Azuna manages to endure there, but as you can see, she doesn't really have much going for us. Now, if you are on your first playthrough, obviously Azuna is pretty difficult to deal with. You'll notice that her MP is absolutely atrocious. That single debilitate cost half of it.
I'm sorry. I hope you can survive.
Yeah, you're just so contradictory, woman. You should have let us go if you felt that way. I get it, you know. It's her job, it's her job. Well, that's those clowns taken care of. Amane, you gonna bring any back in? Probably. I'm just gonna devil speed just to see if Atsuro can reach her, and hey, convenient. Alright, Amane, prepare for, I really hate to do this to you. I don't have anything against you, but if you stand against me, well...
I'm disappointed in all of you. If only you'd put your power to better use.
Hey, I'm putting it towards survival. What's a better use than that? As you can see, Amane is pretty kitted out with almighty damage. She's got Judgment to bring your HP down. Of course, she's got Sama Rekarm to spam out revivals, and she is resistant to everything. But she is not resistant to pierced multi-strikes, and that's going to be her fatal flaw. She's also made of wet tissue paper when it comes to Constitution, so, you know, she also has that problem.
How could you? At this rate, God's judgment.
You knocked Amane unconscious. Sorry, Laura Bailey. Alright, but we've done it! We've broken the lockdown! We can escape! Hopefully this goes better than if we tried it on day 6.
Did we do it? We can finally get out of the lockdown. Amane, Izuna, sorry. But now we can finally go home.
The attempt to break through the lockdown was hard, but successful. At last, you were headed back home. That was your wish. But the scene before you was nothing like the world you all longed for. Demons thrived as humans fled for their lives. What awaited you on the other side was no different than what you left behind.
Hello there, comrades. I've been waiting for you.
Huh? Mr. Honda? How did you...
I have you all to thank. After you drew their attention, I made it out easy as pie. I didn't expect you to fight the angels and break out of the lockdown, though.
But what are you doing here? You need to hurry and go see your son.
My son? Huh. It was too late. Too late for everything.
No. Then the operation was...
Ha! I have nothing left to lose anymore. Nothing left to protect. This world is a failure. So let's change it. Strength is all. Strength is justice.
This can't be. Is this our fault? Did we cause this?
What's wrong? You lifted the lockdown for us all. You're heroes. Now there's no need to hesitate to use the power of demons.
The final option was never used, and the lockdown was lifted. Without the Angels' backing, the SDF suffered defeat after defeat against the demons. Honda and his comrades had summoned. The collapse is now inevitable. The angels who could have prevented it have all been defeated by your own hand. Months after the lockdown's end, in the new world ruled by the strong, when the word peace has no meaning, you receive an email. Within a few nights, demons have stolen order from this world. You had understood that the lockdown was to prevent them from being loosed. But you cast your eyes away. You did not run from demons. You did not run from suffering. You ran from yourself. If humans prove wise, then someday peace may return to man's hands. But you will live in regret until that day comes, son of man. In this world of chaos you have brought upon yourself. And yes, that is Yuzu's Day 7 ending. So, what did you expect of a wildcard ending where you failed to achieve any other kind of ending? Well, you get the de facto bad ending of Devil Survivor Overclocked. That is not the Day 6 game over anyway. But yes, for going with Yuzu's plan, we create a world of chaos, a much more traditional one than the one Naoya strove for. So, that is where Yuzu's path ends in the original game. In Overclocked, it is one of the 3 storylines that got an 8th day extension. Now, where could we possibly go from here with this ending? Well, you'll find out in the next video. But for once, conquer your demon, break your barricade, we did that in spades. Let's survive. Definitely gonna need to hold that mantra true in the world that we just created. But as I was saying, we are not actually going to be ending the video right here. Obviously, we are going to be creating our 8th day clear data. Not clear data, we're going to be creating our 8th day data, and we're going to be traveling into that ending route. One thing to note about Yuzu's Day 7 is that this is both the shortest path in the game, as well as the easiest one to clear, but it still qualifies you for any survivor awards tied to things like beating the game without any free battles, or beating the game without any leader casualties. So this ending is widely considered to be the best one for getting those titles really quickly and really easily, so you can have a huge amount of points for your next New Game Plus playthrough. That's not something that I did, though, so that's neither here nor there. But what we are going to do before we close this video out is we're just going to load up my perfect file here, just so I can show off some demons that I otherwise would not get a chance to, because we're not going to get the opportunity to actually fuse these guys within the context of the Let's Play, though we will be seeing them in action once we get a chance. I just wanted to go over some notable demons that are absolutely worth your while for fusing if you're going for the ultimate bonus boss battle. Here is Deity Ashura, the ultimate of the deity demons. Very strong guy here, as you can see, capped out strengths, capped out magic, but he doesn't have great resistances. Here is Baphomet. This is a guy we're going to be seeing later, because he's the reward for completing Yuzu's 8th day, and he's not that good, honestly. He's a Vile-type demon, but he's a step below Nyarlathotep, who is the ultimate of the Viles, and there's no special requirements for unlocking him, so this guy I just kind of fused for the sake of having him and for filling out the compendium 100%, but he's really not anything special. Over here, we have Metatron. He is your reward for either clearing Naoya's 8th day or clearing Amane's Day 7, and he is the ultimate of the Divine Demons, a very strong demon, highly advisable that you fuse him, nullifies physical attacks by default, and with an anti-all or anti-most, you can patch out the 2 weaknesses he has. But just an excellent caster, and he can be set up for physical attacking as well, if you so desire. Over here, we've got one of my favorite unlockable demons in the game, Susanoo. He is actually the penultimate deity demon, but I honestly consider him to be superior to, what was it? Superior to Ashura, because he comes with innate Fizz Repel, meaning that you can just give him an anti-most to patch out the rest of his problems, and then you have a skill slot that you can just dedicate to anything that isn't physical resistance. Very good, has excellent attacking stats and pretty good vitality, but he's slow as molasses. Just expect him to go last. Doesn't have great MP, but that's nothing that Drain can't fix, so he came in super clutch when I did the ultimate bonus boss battle, which is something I've already recorded. Eager to show that off once we finish Yuzu's 8th day. Let's see, down here we've got Loki. Variety of ways that you can unlock this guy. He is the ultimate Tyrant Demon. Well, okay, not the ultimate Tyrant Demon, but he's the ultimate Tyrant Demon that matters. His base level is 65, so the Tyrants actually cap out a lot lower than the other boss-type demon races, so to speak, in this game. But he is resistant to everything, comes with full skill flexibility, so he's great for setting up for dual shadow builds, and giving him a physical resistance to help him out with dealing with physical attacks. He's got good magic, good vitality, but like Susanoo, he is rather slow. Still, great Holy Dancer. Absolutely set this guy up for the ultimate bonus boss fight. And then finally, we've got Okuninushi, the guy we just unlocked in the previous video. Excellent demon all around. Compared to the other Kishin types, he can very easily become a good caster if you give him good fusion inheritance for it, and he comes with innate anti-all, and he's pretty easy to set up for having just great defenses across the board. Unfortunately, he's actually not the best physical fighter of the Kishin race. At least not the way I set him up, but he is perfectly viable with Holy Strike, and give him Holy Dance or Mega Laon to just deal with demon encounters, and he's a great pick for the ultimate bonus battle. Pretty much all of the unlockable demons are good for that, or the unlockable demons from beating the various routes are good for that ultimate fight, and we'll be seeing them in action, but just wanted to take the opportunity to show these guys off, because like I said, we're not going to get the chance to see them fused within the context of the actual Let's Play, just because I'm not doing one continuous file to get all these things unlocked. So that's all I wanted to address here. As always, I hope you enjoyed watching, and I hope you are ready for the final route of the game. Yuzu's 8th day should be exciting. Until next time, see ya.